Hi Stampers, it's Elizabeth from StampScrapandMore.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Canada. Thank you for joining me today on this very rainy Saturday morning for another video tutorial. Nothing better to do on a Saturday when it's miserable, like really miserable outside, than to get up and stamp. I think I'm most productive when the weather is lousy. So let's get overhead, and we're going to be playing with the Timeless Arrangements bundle. And this is a card that I had made for a swap quite a while ago, but I'm just getting around to doing the tutorial now. So let's get started. And as always, my job is to inspire you. This is the stamp set. I'm going to share it with you in the catalog so that you have an idea. Uh, it's very sentiment heavy. There are some stamps and dies that cut out some of the floral pieces, but this is a great stamp set for sentiments. And there are coordinating dies that go with it. We're also going to be using the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. Could be one of my favorite embossing folders in the annual catalog. I love the weathered look of it. And I'm going to share with you some coordination. This is the stamp set that goes with, that's part of the bundle. And we've got sentiments like your kindness means everything to me. You're my everything. You make me smile. You are so kind, for always being there. I really appreciate you. Thank you. A very big, and then thanks. Just can't enough. Very much. Love and. You are the best, for being my friend. To you. You hope your day is filled with everything good, for always believing in me, from the bottom of my heart. Love you. And then we've got some of these stamps here, floral images and branches, and there are dies that coordinate with that. I'm going to show you the dies. Some of these sentiments are mix and match. So we've got a very big thanks. Just can't thank you enough. Thanks for always believing in me. Thanks for, you are the best. Thanks for being my friend. So you really have to look at the stamps and see what you can do to mix and match. I've said this before, and I love when you can do, when you've got sentiments that are on one line, like you make me, because you could mask it and you can do you make me, and then on the inside you could put smile, or you could you make me and you could do it into two lines. You make me, and on the second line do smile if you mask it. So I love that you can cut these apart and make even more sentiments or more ways that you can stamp it. So that's the stamp set. These are the dies, and we've got this banner die, and we're going to be using two of these, and I'll show you when we make the card, but there's little X's on the four sides, which just add that extra detail. And then we've got this size, and we've got the smaller size like that. So we've got the three. These are going to be used, we're going to use some of these in the card we're making today, but they add flourish. Maybe that's the word, flourish. And I'm going to show you how I've done that. And we've got this one, and we've got this one. And we've got, this one is going to die cut out that. This one is going to die cut out that. This one is going to die cut out that. This one is going to die cut out that. And this one is going to die cut out that. And then we've got these four, again, standalone. We've got some leaves, flowers, and then we've got this like branch here. So those are the dies that coordinate with this stamp set. So let me just put this all back on the board and put that aside. And I'm going to share with you the card we're going to make. Oh, and I'll bring this up to you now. This is the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. You can see the detail on it. It's weathered, and you've got, you can see the brick there, and then you've got some weathered elements. So I really love that when you get that weathered look to the embossing folders. So this is the card we're going to make. And as I said, this was a swap I had done months ago. And when you open it up, it's got a little card inside that says very much. So on the outside, it says thank you. And then on the inside, it says very much. And we're just going to tuck that in there. And you can also add a gift card in there as well, if you so desire. Okay. So grab your pen and paper. We are going to start with the Boho Blue cardstock, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and it is scored at 2 and 6. Should write out my bone bowl. 2 and 6, like that. Okay, easy, easy peasy. We have a piece of basic white for the inside, and this is 4.5 by 3.25. Because it's going on the inside and it's like a pull-out piece for a card, I've made it basic white thick, just so you know. This is the piece of the white that goes on the outside here, and that has already been run through the embossing folder, and it is 1 3/4 by 5.25, like that. So this is the Countryside in Designer Series paper. Love boho blue, night of navy, the balmy blue, all of that is in that paper, and I love the blues. And it is 5.25 by 2.25. And I have die cut out 2 of the flags or the banners, this size banner, and I'll show you why I cut out 2, and I'll show you the details. See the X you've got on all 4 sides. It just adds that little extra detail. And then I have also cut out 2 of these, and they have a little bit of adhesive on them. I've also die cut out 2 of these. All right. Ink we're going to be using, what we're going to bring out is Night of Navy and Soft Seafoam. Those are the 2 inks we're going to be using. And let's get started. I am going to start with adding the Designer Series paper to the front of the card like that. Easy peasy. Everyone knows how to do that. This is a standard fold that I love, and if you followed me for any length of time, I have used it before. I think the last time I used this layout was for a Christmas gift card. I should have done this first. You can use Tear and Tape. I've got the Tombow glue out. I am just going to add the Tombow glue. I've got it out, but it may not. Oh, there we go. To the top here. Need something that's going to have a lot of sticking power. I should have done this first, just in case any of the adhesive splayed, but I'll be very careful. Like that. I'm just going to hold that so it cures. Because we've got that piece that's going inside, you want to make sure it's nice and secure. There we go. And I'm going to take the piece that's embossed. And I'm just going to map that even, make sure it's on the same plane as the Designer Series paper so that everything lines up. Like that. You'll see how quickly this card comes together. There we go. Now I'm going to stamp the inside, and I need a piece of scrap. There we go. I'm taking this, nope, that's, thank you very much. Did I put it back already? I must have. I'm going to take this stamp, and there we go. I'm going to use the Soft Seafoam, and I'm just going to stamp 3 in the bottom corner here, and overlapping them all, like that. I'll bring it up and I'll show you when I'm done. Like that, and oh, like this one here. Okay, just to give it a little bit of extra detail. And that's it for the Soft Seafoam. Love the font on this. This is the, didn't mount it very straight either. Let me get it straight. And my blocks are filthy. There we go. Now I'm going to bring out Night of Navy. And I've got the Very Much. Oh, my blocks are, oh my God, they're so dirty. Ignore me. Ignore my blocks, folks. And if I was a really good demonstrator, I'd have my paper piercing mat underneath, but this font is so beautiful. But a paper piercing mat is in a bucket or on the floor somewhere. And yeah, I'll wing it and I'll do it without the paper piercing mat. And now we've got thank you. These are really bold, crisp stamps. So you don't need the paper piercing mat for these. There we go. See, that's what I mean by bold and crisp. It's Night of Navy, guys, so I'm going to put it aside for a few minutes while I do the rest of the card. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'll do it this way. So this is the blank one. I'm going to turn it upside down. Maybe I'll do it this way. Let me, if I get this dried. No, I'm going to turn it upside down. If I was going to build it on this one, I would build it this way, but because I'm building it on the second piece, I'll build it on the top of that. And there's a reason why I've done it this way. If I were to build the flowers behind this one and then put it on the card, right? When you open the card, you are going to see all of the background, all the backing, and it doesn't look very pretty. So what I'm basically doing, I'm sandwiching these two in between. I'm sandwiching these two in between these two so that the card is finished on the inside. Okay, so this is the good side. I'm flipping it over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this to here and this one to here, like that. So I'm going to use my Tombow glue and I'm going to put my Tombow glue on here. Da, 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 da. Alrighty. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Instead of squish, squish. All right. And I'm just going to line it up so that the edge is like on the edge of the banner. Okay. And I'm going to do the same with this one, like that. Okay. If you hear music in the background, I am listening. Or, well, yeah, listening. I've got a movie playing, European Vacation. Oh my God, does that movie just makes me laugh so much. I love listening to old movies when I'm crafting because I've seen them so many times I don't have to pay attention to what's going on. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put more adhesive and I'm going to put it on like that. So now you have a really finished look. And make sure you get the adhesive on the edges and on the corners. If you have any of the old Stampin' Up! Bulldog clips, not paper clips, clothespins. I have a bucket of them and I use these and I'll show you what I do so I don't have to hold them. And I've used the Tombow glue so I have wiggle room. And make sure you really get the corners adhered and held down and the edges. So I'm just going to take old paper clothespins, old Stampin' Up! Bulldog clips, and another one here, another style. And it's just going to hold those down and really, actually I have another clip here. I don't know if this is an old work one, like that. I'm trying not to squish any of the leaves. And that way it's just going to really settle up really well. So here's the card. Here's the very much. That will slide in there. If you want to, you can put a gift card in there as well. And now I need some dimensionals. I'm looking for a sheet of dimensionals that's partially used. Oh, here it is on my desk. All right. Now let me take these off. In the real world, I would have held those on for a little bit longer. And now I'm going to adhere this like that. making sure that I don't put dimensionals or any adhesive on that side. And you know, I like to pop things up. So I will be popping this up. And then I'll put one more right on the edge. There we go. I'm recording this on July 29th. I'll probably upload it for Sunday tomorrow. But just to let you know, August 1st, Stampin' Up! Is having a sale. August 1st, 2023. Stampin' Up! Is having a sale on kits, not including paper pumpkins. So if you're interested in kits, keep your eye open for that. And I will also be releasing a new kit. And I believe it will be on sale as well. So there will be different percentage off on different kits. And then to finish this off, because everything needs a touch of bling, I'm going to put one there. And one maybe here. I'm actually placing them strategic because the embossing folder, I'm trying to put them on spots where there isn't a lot of embossing so that they don't fall off. And then the other one, I think I might just put right there. That's the card, folks. Now, it's simple, but classic, and would make a great gift card holder. Change up the paper and the stamps, etc., and you've got yourself a Christmas card. It's that time of year. Everyone's starting to think about Christmas. So I hope you guys like that tutorial, and I think it's a really great card. So take care, happy stamping, and we will talk to you again soon.